Don't put energy into people who don't appreciate it. Instead, save your energy for the ones who truly value it. Have you ever tried to change someone for the better, but that someone has no intention of changing, regardless of what you're trying? Did you keep showing up for someone, but that person just keeps taking it for granted? You might even feel ignored by someone, while you are the one putting a lot of effort and energy into that relationship. It doesn't seem fair, right? And I think we've all been there. We care about a certain individual, a friend or a loved one, and we are prepared to go to the end of the world for them. However, not in all cases that same individual will do the same for you. In my opinion, and I believe many people will share this opinion with me, a relationship should come from both ways, whether it's a business, friendly, or intimate relationship. It can be quite frustrating and sometimes even devastating when you give it 100% but only get a 50% or less in return. Many of us even still think that it's our fault that it's not working. We are giving our all and still blame ourselves for the inequality in a relationship. However, there's one important thing that we should realize, and it might be very difficult to realize it, but the truth is that not everyone in this world is for you, and you are not for everyone either. In fact, it would be naive to think the opposite. We are all unique, authentic individuals with different needs, and you can't expect every relationship to work out as you might have imagined yourself. When you do believe in that expectation to come true, you'll just keep pushing and forcing, which will lead you to having no energy left for the people who do value your efforts, for the people who do appreciate you and love you unconditionally, because they are the ones who deserve your energy. Once you understand this, what I just mentioned, it's more likely that you recognize it's time to stop giving those or that particular individual energy, attention, and chances time after time. You will realize that the only thing that kept your relationship going is you. It's very obvious that the other person is not open to receive your energy. Is not interested in your efforts. So why would you keep trying? All that time and energy you can save for people who truly deserve and value it. When you start conserving for and directing your energy to those kinds of people, those relationships will blossom. When you keep feeding it with every piece of love and energy you can find inside yourself. I believe that we all have love in abundance, but we are unable to give all of it when we are giving it to the people who aren't open to receive it. Every time you give your love and energy to someone who does not value it, a piece of your love, energy, and time is gone. So save it for the ones who are open for it. For relationships that are two-sided. Relationships which are one-sided, they will simply not survive. Those kinds of relationships will only leave you burned out in the end. They provide you with countless disappointments, and eventually you'll get sick and tired of the fact that you are being the only one who's putting so much effort into that relationship. And before you know it, you are depleted. You have no energy left, completely depleted, and therefore have no energy left for the people who do appreciate you. That would be a shame, right? We can't let that happen. Life is too short, in my opinion. Relationships should be fulfilling for both parties. And of course we are not perfect, but it's someone's attitude and integrity that matters in this case. By the way, have you ever took the time to think about what energy really is and what it means? Have you ever thought that energy is the most important thing we have? It defines our existence. I actually cannot emphasize the importance of this enough, because everything is energy. I came across a quote recently which really got stuck in my mind, and it was that energy begins in your mind, then gets amplified by your emotions, and your action will increase its momentum. Whatever you spend your energy on will provide a certain outcome. This is quite logical to me, but in relationships, in the world of relationships, it does not always give the outcome we wished or hoped for, or the outcome we believe we deserve. Therefore, saving your energy for the people who do appreciate it is of utmost high importance. One way that can help you conserve your energy for the people who do value it is to realize the value of your own life. This is your life. And I think it's very important that you realize that every moment matters. Life is very unpredictable. You never know what could happen. When you value every single moment, I think you become more careful about the way you spend those moments. You are not a doormat, and you deserve to be treated with respect and to be treated well, even more than well. It's time to raise your frequency, and you'll see that others will adjust. You will also experience that not everyone is ready to meet you on the same wavelength. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. Who appreciate you like you appreciate them will stay. Others who do not will move away. There's no room for them in your life. I don't see any good reason to put my energy into people who don't appreciate it. I do think that people deserve one or more chances. You cannot know right away that it's not going to work, but I believe it's wise to keep paying attention at all times. Unfortunately, there are people in this world who take advantage of our goodness. Sometimes we are blind to such behavior, and therefore it's good to take a step back from time to time to analyze the relationships where you are putting your energy into. You can even keep a sort of relationship journal to write down your observations and perception of a certain relationship. This can be quite handy if you want to discuss with the other person what you are going through, to be able to see how the way of experiencing the relationship differs from how that other person experiences it. Maybe the other person is unaware of his or her absence of effort. Maybe you are only thinking that you are putting that much effort in that particular relationship, but maybe it's not in line with reality. We should always be open to the fact that what we experience is not necessarily experienced in the same way by another individual. We all see life through different eyes, and what for one person is reality might not be reality for you, and vice versa. If you find this content valuable, please like and consider subscribing. See you in the next one.